Hi everybody, this is Ladybug. And I know I didn't do a very long video yesterday, so we're going to work on the angel, the fairy here in just a moment. But I wanted to kind of give you a heads up on something, okay? Let's see if I can find it again. Oh, well, I bet you I put it away and now I don't know what I did with it. Yeah, it's not in there. Alright, I don't see it. I was going to give you a heads up on something. I'll have to do it on the next video. Alright, never mind. Anyhow. But as you can see, we've gotten quite far. We've gotten all the way up in here. I'm getting ready to finish this area right here. Because I did all of this from about here. Yeah, about here up. Alright, last night. Okay. But I just didn't film it. I guess I wasn't in the mood to talk or whatever. So I just sat and diamond painted. But anyway, so we're going to get started here. Let me get my glue out here. Oh, excuse me. And we'll try to work on this for a little while. Let's see, where is my... I always keep my pen nearby, but for some reason I can't seem to find it. All right, there's my doohickey there. Oh, there it is. Oh, get over there. I got so much junk in here. I need to clean my desk off. That's what I need to do. Okay. Now, get that over there. Got that. Got this. And what did I do with my... Gotta get my drills. Unfortunately, what I'm going to have to do is I am going to have to move my computer so that way, or close my computer, and that way I got some place to keep these drills, because I'm running across here and unfortunately that's our workstation area. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. I've got to get my specs on, like so. I can get organized here eventually. Okay. That, and what we're going to do is we got a bunch of J's right in here. And I'm going to go ahead and get those. All right, that's 472. Yeah, I've been working with this this Elizabeth Ward knockoff container thing. Like I said, the only thing I have a problem with is that when it snaps down tight, it's tight. And so it's a little hard to get open for me. But other than that, it does, I love it. Yeah. Need some clay. I need some wax here. Hold on. But anyway, I hope everybody is doing good. For some strange reason, the weather has changed and it's gotten kind of chilly. So we it was weird. It was like I think it only got to 52 today here in North Georgia, and which is kind of Well, it's not really surprising. It's spring, you know, and but we are enjoying the weather, even though it's a little chilly. But it's nice. At least I'm not having to run the air conditioner. I mean, I like the AC because it keeps you cool in the summer, but for some reason, I just don't like the enclosed area or air that comes through. You know, I don't know. I guess I'm weird. I like the outdoors. I like the the fresh air coming in from outdoors. And unfortunately, when you have to run the air conditioner because it's so blessed hot, uh, then you don't have a choice. So you get up early, enjoy the early part of the day, and then you hibernate the rest of the time. It's kind of what we do here because it gets pretty hot here, and I know it doesn't get as hot as it does say in like out west, like in Arizona or New Mexico or someplace like that. But it does get hot, but it's humid. It's extremely humid and very hot, and you're just sitting there sweltering in your own sweat. It's just it's not very comfortable at all. So we end up hibernating when it gets that hot. And the only time we come out is after the sun has gone down and the temperature has dropped. I know that sounds funny, but it's basically it right there. Yeah. And but I did do some stitching. I worked on let's see. I worked on my oh, all right, I'll get it out of the way. There you go. She wanted to get to the litter box and had a box in the way. Um, what was I saying? Must have been a lie. Anyhow, so I get up real early in the morning and enjoy the cooler weather um, in the summer. And then what I do is I pack it up and head back into the house and turn the AC on around about noon or so when it starts to get sweltering hot. So, anyhow, there we go. But I hope everyone is doing good. I know we're getting close to Easter, so I want to wish y'all a happy Easter. If you celebrate Easter, if not, then happy Passover, because Passover is also coming up. And so anyway, but yeah, we're not really planning on doing much of anything. You know, I mean, everybody in the house is grown. We have no small grandchildren around. Um, so it's, all of us are adults in this house. So we may, our idea of celebrating Easter is going, Happy Easter, and leave it at that. um, and I spend a little time remembering what Jesus gave us. You know, he gave us eternal life by giving his own life. And then on Easter, 3 days later, he rose up from the dead, and by his sacrifice, he gave us a chance at eternal life. You know, can't get a better gift than that now, can you? But Anyhow, I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And then I got to swing by the post office and get some stuff in the mail. And then I think that's it for the day for me. Yeah. If I didn't have to go to the doctor, I wouldn't, to be honest with you. I hate going there because it's one of these hurry up and wait things. Yeah. You get there and you're on time or you even ahead of time and then you sit and you wait and you wait and you wait, you know. So the only thing is that's why you really can't plan a whole lot on that particular day because there's no telling how long you'll be in there. Sometimes they get us in and out really quick, and sometimes they don't. It all depends on what's happening at that point in time. Mm, yeah. Yeah, my grandson, he's bored out of his gourd right now. He's not working right now. And he is, not real happy about it. He said he hasn't been out of a job in a long, long time. And so it's, no fault of his own. It's just that's the way things work sometimes. And he got him and the whole shift, the whole third shift got laid off. They shut down the third shift entirely. So, and unfortunately, they didn't have any openings for them to transfer them um, into another shift and be able to keep their jobs. It just didn't happen. And I said, well, he'll be all right. He'll find another job. He's not without his talents, And there it is. I said, I saw that J right there. Now where'd it go? Okay, it looks like we got all the J's right in here. It does. Yep. All right, let's put this away, and we'll get a different one. Yeah. But hopefully I'll have this done by the end of the month, or at least I'm hoping so. Yeah. And then I'll post a picture of it. And then we'll move on to something new. Next month is, I believe, is horses. I believe. Yeah. Let's see. What are we gonna go after? T? Yeah, why not? Let's see. T is 3348. 3348. Okay, that's a real pretty green. Now, see, I have a hard time getting these. Oh, nope, I got that one open. Sometimes I have to use the tip end of a scissors to be able to get enough traction on it to get it open because sometimes my finger just doesn't want to get it open. Alrighty, let's get a T. We got one. I thought it was right down there. It is. Right there. There. And but we're getting there. I mean, it's slow go. I know, but I don't care. Or I'm not in any race. As long as we eventually get it done, that's all that matters. Yeah. But yeah, I did some stitching on the cat in the bushes. I did some more stitching on that. And then I stitched on the gold lion. I stitched on that one for about an hour. So, and then what else? What else did I do yesterday? I worked on the pink peacock, I got most of the tail feathers and stuff done. And then I worked on the butterfly for a little bit. So I have been busy. And and then I've been watching some YouTube videos, a lot of videos. I'm trying to catch up is what I'm doing. I am so far behind on watching YouTube videos and keeping ahead of everything and watching everybody else's videos. I'm really having a hard time with this, you know. And then let's see, I checked on my channel, and my subscribers are up to 100. Nope, 227 now. Sorry about 100. Anyhow, up to 227 subscribers now. So I've got a couple extra ones there here lately. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. But yeah, I watch I watch Miss Sharing. I watch hers. I watch Stars, of course. I watch Miss Bell, and then I watch Diamond Grandma. Let's see, and I watch Lazy Retired Grandma. I think her Lazy Retired Granny. That's it. Watch hers, and then who else do I watch? Crafting Enthusiast. I watch hers. You know, but and then I watch Miss Bell's. I think I said that, didn't I? Miss Southern Belle. And I got just a lot of them that I watch, and they're all over the country. And I even got a couple of them I watched that are out of England. So it's hard to keep up with that many people. And occasionally I'm able to actually catch Rhino on her channel. She'll pop up and I'll be able to watch a couple of her videos. And then who else do I watch? Crafting with Nightingale. I watch hers. So yeah, like I said, it's hard to keep up with all these people now. But that's all right. Yeah, my tables that I ordered, they kind of remind you of hospital tables, where they go up and down, and you can kind of tuck them up underneath the edge of the bed there. And anyhow, I ordered one, and then my daughter wanted one, so I ordered her one. And then my grandson put one of them together, but he hasn't got to the other one yet. He'll get there eventually. He does a lot of gaming on his computer, so I don't bug him when he's gaming. Yeah. He plays this one game, and it's got something it has dinosaurs in it. I'm not sure the name of the game. I'm not really sure, but he plays with and all the characters in there are different types of dinosaurs. So I said, okay, well, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, right? All right. Oh, got one right there in the middle, hiding. There we go. Any more? I don't know. I think I got them. How we doing? You're doing pretty good. At least I still got you in the frame. All right. Like I said, sometimes it'll pop open sometimes it won't. So I have to use the tip end of my scissors to get it to cooperate every now and then. Yeah. I know it's kind of chilly tonight. Actually, my hands are kind of cold. So you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to close the door. Let me get the H's out first. 470. And then I'm going to close the door and turn the heater on for a few minutes just to get the chill out of the air. Oh, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just, all of a sudden it got really chilly in here. So, I said, you know what, I'm going to turn the heat on for a little while, just enough to just take the chill out of the air, and then we'll go back to turn it back off once it's done. Yeah. But yeah, I was checking on my Temu orders, and so far they're all still stuck in. I think they're still in China. So most of what I ordered is tools and clothes. I ordered some more T-shirts, and then I ordered some leggings, but they're the capri type. They come down, about mid-calf. And so I ordered 2 or 3 pairs of those. I caught them on sales. They were only like $7 a piece. So I went ahead and got 3 different colors. Same style, just 3 different colors. And what else did I get? And I got a little handheld duster thing. All right, I got that. And what else did I get? I just got household stuff mostly. Now I got this diamond painting thing. It's deep purple and it's real squat. And I think I told you that I tried to use my round drill, my bottles on it, which is what it's designed for. And the bottles wouldn't fit. They're too tall. And so I said, well, okay. So I tried it. I figured I'd give it one more shot. And I tried it with the square bottles that I've got. And it doesn't work with that one either. That also is too tall. So if you go to order it, just be aware that it is too squat. It's not quite tall enough to put your bottles, in there to fill them. All right, now the other one that I got, the pink one, that one works fine. It works on both round and square. So, and that's, let's see if I can get it out without knocking everything to Timbuktu. Let's see. Where did you go? No use in here because I just had it in my hand. It is not. There it is. I got it where it's jammed in the drawer here, and the drawer don't want to open all the way. Oop, there's part of it. Where's the other half? Here you go. Come here. Got it stuck in a drawer, and then the drawer pulled it back tight. But anyway, it's this little thing. There we go. This little gadget right here. It is good for the round ones and the square ones, which I was surprised, but it does the job. And so anyway, but the other type, it's a little different, and it's more squat, and it's all one piece. It doesn't come apart like this one does. See, this one comes apart, whereas that other one doesn't. And anyhow, the other one, the square ones won't fit, and neither will the round ones. So I said, well, that was a waste of money. So I'm just letting you know not to waste your money on it. Okay. Now these ones here, these things are a little over $1 at Temu. And they are definitely worth $1. They are a nifty little tool. Yeah. But yeah, I also ordered another one of these storage container things like the one I'm using right now. And because this one is for 78. It's got 78 of these little guys here. And then the other one that I ordered, which I caught on a lightning sale, that one I got it has 50. Okay, it has a bunch of these, and then it has another size up, and then it has a large size. So it's and it's got 50, and I thought, no, that's good enough. And because I mean, you don't get that many diamond paintings unless you got one of those designer type that has a lot of different drills and stuff. Then you'll need the big 78, but that 50 is good enough for, because I think the most drills that I ever had in a diamond painting, and it wasn't that big of a painting, and it was a field of sunflowers, and it had something like 46 colors or something. So, and that's the most I've ever had in the amount of different colors. Yeah. Anyhow, so almost done with these H's right here. Just about done. You see, I'm wearing my hand brace, and the thumb and the joint in the thumb is still acting up, so. But I'm not going to give up all of my, make sure there's no H's up above. Nope. Okay, we're done with the H's then. I'm not giving up my my crafts. I'm not going to. I don't care how sore my thumb is. I will find a way. And I mean, if I can suffer through learning how to walk again after a real bad accident, and I can suffer through a little bit of arthritis. You know what I mean? Okay, what do we got now? Put this right there. Alrighty, let's see what we got. We got Z's right here. We got 1 or 2 right there, so let's go for the Z. 783. Yeah, all of these are kind of different colors of yellow with a few green in there. Yep. Now this one here is like a dark mustard yellow. Yeah. Or a light pumpkin. Yeah, I got Z's and F's in here, so. What this is, what I'm working on is a butterfly. It's a little butterfly. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching Miss Linda a little while ago. She was working on her Tinkerbell tank. Anyway, she's working on that. And I figure, well, I'm going to get started and work on this fairy here and try to get it done. You know, so I can move on to something else. Get over there. Any more? No, that's it. Alrighty. Let's see, any up above? No, just a couple. Pull those up this way. There's two right there. One and two. Alright, I think that's it on the Z's. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was working on one yesterday. I think it was that little butterfly one that I was working on, and I think that's the one it was. Anyway, I ended up coming up short on the drills, and I ended up having to dig through my stash, and luckily I had some extras, so. But that's the first time I've had that happen in a long time. Whereas I ended up coming up short. But that's alright. That's okay. Oh, sorry about that. Alrighty, how about, let's get these F's right here, and I got a few up here. Yeah, we'll get those. Let's see, 436. 436. Ouch. One thing I do like about those little containers is they do snap down tight. That I do like, because, you know, I don't know how many times I've closed a container and the lid pops open and ends up spilling drills. You know, like you move your container where it's inside of a box. You'll move the box or whatever to put it away or put it aside and end up spilling drills everywhere. You know, and then you have to go through and pick out all the ones for each color, because they may have, you know, it may have only been one container. It could have been two or three. I've had that happen. And that to me is very irritating, but what can I say? Well, all right, looks like I got the F's down there. All right, let's get these up here. And so anyway. Yeah, my daughter's going to take a couple extra hours off. So she's going to go in a little late to work tomorrow, so that way she can take me to the doctor and to the post office and do any errands I need to do, and then she can come back home and get ready and go on to work. So it's gonna be a long day for her though. That's the only problem. Alrighty, we're done with the F's. Now, like I said, there's a lot of confetti right in here, and so I'm continuously changing drills. It's not a heavy in confetti, but it's enough. Yeah. Get down in there. Okay. What do we got here? We got some O's here. And some over here. A bunch of them right here. Yeah, I think we'll do the O's next. 936. That's a real dark green is what that is. Yeah. Just making sure you're still in screen. We don't want to lose you. Let's see, there's an O right there. Like I said, they're kind of scattered out. You got O's, R's, B's, and D's all mixed together. So, all these different colors. Yeah. But it's going to be pretty once it's done. Yeah, Miss Sherry will like this because of the green. That's her favorite color is green. Get over there. Anyhow, but as you can see, they're just sort of kind of scattered all over the place. Yeah, I'm using my magnifying glasses tonight. Yeah. For some reason, my regular glasses just aren't cutting it. So, but anyhow. I'm looking for more O's. There we go. Anyhow, so I hope if you're working on something, I hope it's working out without any difficulties. I don't know about y'all, but I just don't like difficulties. Yeah. Yeah, I took that one that was the bubbles and the cat in the bubbles. I really liked that painting, but unfortunately, I mean, half of it was missing the glue, and I didn't. I worked on it and I struggled with it, and I'm going, no, I mean, as much as I like it, I'm not going to keep doing this. So I finally gave up and rolled it up, threw it in the garbage, and then I took all the drills that were left and put them in amongst my stash. So that way I've got extras if I need them. Let's see. I think nope. There's one. There's one right there. Looking to see if there's any more. Because I guarantee I'll go to put it away and all of a sudden I'll spot one. Because I do that all the time. Yeah, it looks like I got them. I think. I hope. Maybe. Kind of. Sort of. Okay, I think I got them. So, into the pot it goes. But we're getting there slowly, but we are getting there. We are making some progress. Yeah. Yeah. My daughter cooked dinner before she left. And she made chicken and I think pasta salad and something else. I can't remember what else that she made. I don't remember. But I haven't eaten yet because I'm not hungry right now. I had a late breakfast. I had 2 bagels. Put some little bit of butter on it, a little bit of peanut butter on them, and I'm still full. So anyway, so mm-mm-mm. Okay, let's go for the G's. I think. Yeah. G844. Oop, that's stuck. It's kind of almost looks like a green mud looking. It's like a real dark green muddy look. It's not a very pretty color. I can't even describe it. I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that's what it looks like. It's kind of greenish brown kind of color. I don't know. It's not very pretty. Let's put it that way. Anyhow, I got one G way down here. Maybe I already got it. I thought I had left it. But anyway, so it's kind of a greenish mud color. That's kind of what it looks like. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the bottom of a pond, right? It's got that yucky slime green, muddy brown looking color on the bottom. It's not very appealing, not at all. Yeah. There's a lot of these. So, and so anyway, we are making some progress. We get this little section done then, and we can turn this puppy around and start working on these others through here. Yeah, but my grandson was saying he was getting bored out of his gourd because he's not used to just hanging around not doing anything. And they're supposed to be sending him his check, and then he's supposed to be getting like a severance pay package thing. So anyhow, and he's gonna use part of that to buy himself another engine, a new one this time, not a used one, for his truck. And because what was it? I think it was Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday. He had to go someplace, and he went down the road a ways and ended up throwing a rod in his engine. Had no idea it was going to happen. Just boom, all of a sudden. And the thing is, it had plenty of oil in it, plenty of water. You know, had all the fluids. He had checked the fluids to, which he does all the time. And for some reason, it just slung a rod. And he said it went through the head. I think he said up through the head, one through one of the heads. I don't know. Anyhow, and so instead of trying to rebuild that one, which was a used engine to start with, he decided that he's going to just get a new brand. He's just going to order a brand new engine. And if there's anything on that engine that can be repurposed or reused, he will strip it off the old engine and keep it to use for the new one. And I said, okay, well, that's it's better than going out and having to buy a whole vehicle. So anyway, so that's what he says he's planning on doing. I said, okay. But being without a vehicle is driving him through, he's used to being able to just jump in the car and go, right? Well, now he can't because I had the day, I think it was the same day that he turned his rental in, which, well, it's not really a rental, it's more like a lease. They get it through the company. And anyhow, he already turned that one in back to the company. And and then he got back from doing that, and then he had to go out and do something. I don't remember. And he got down the roadways and ended up throwing a rod in the truck. And I said, well, that's nice. So right now he has a busted vehicle and no transportation to get anywhere. So he's been having to use his mom's car whenever he has to go someplace. Which bugs him. He doesn't like being without a vehicle. I can understand. I know when I first gave up my van after I retired, and then I couldn't see that well, so I went ahead and gave up the van. It wasn't that great of a van anyway. It was a rolling piece of junk, to be honest with you. But anyway, and I just decided not to keep it because I didn't need it. And if I need to go anywhere, my daughter says she'll take me wherever I need to go. So okay. And so I just sold it, got rid of it. And I haven't driven a car in about, 5-6 years now. It's been a while. And now at first, when I first gave up not having a vehicle, boy, I tell you what, that's kind of hard to do. Because I was like Jesse, I was used to getting up and going when I wanted to go. Unfortunately, after you give up your car, it's a whole different ball game. No, it's been so long since I've been behind the wheel. I'd be afraid to get behind the wheel. Oh, I'd have to learn how to drive all over again. I'd probably end up being a menace on the highway. So that's why I don't plan on driving anymore. I'd rather be the passenger. And so anyway, yeah, I pretty much decided to turn my driver's license in June and just get a regular ID card because I don't have a car. I don't plan on buying a car. I don't really need a car, so that's why I just go ahead and just downgrade from a driver's license to an ID card. That's all. No big deal. Well, just as long as I can use it to vote with, I'm okay. Right? Yeah, we're getting there. Little by little, but we are getting there. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. I want to turn the heater off. Okay, I didn't mean to bump you. There we go. And anyhow, so just about done with all these G's here. They're kind of scattered out, but I think I've got them all. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, spotted another one. But, so I don't really have need of a driver's license. Not really. I just need a state ID and I'm good. Alrighty. I think we got all the G's. I think. Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, I talked to my daughter about that, and I also talked to my grandson about it, and he said the same thing. He said, now you don't need a car or a driver's license. He said, because you don't drive anymore. And he says, you're not planning on getting a car, are you? And I said, no. He says, then you don't really need a driver's license. You know. And he said, well, true. So I decided that's why I decided to just turn it in and I'll get a regular state ID and I'll be fine. Yeah. What do we want to work on? Well, let's get some R's because I've got an R right there that I need to fill in. There's a couple of them here. So let's do the R's. Where are the R's at? Number 1, which is 154. Yeah. Oh, there we go. And so anyway. These are a darker color. Where'd you go? Ah, there it is. And there's another one. Whoop. Would help if I picked them up, wouldn't it? There we go. Anyhow, so that's I've decided to do. I had to think about it, and whatnot. I'm one of these ones I contemplate and I think about stuff before I make any kind of decision. I don't I don't jump in without at least looking. You know, I look before I leap, kind of thing. Yeah, because I don't know how many times I've leaped and ended up in the fire, if you know what I mean. I'll make it just, they can just on the spur of the moment decide something and end up going, up. That was not a smooth move, not at all. So that's why I stop. I think about it. I think about it some more. I contemplate, and eventually I make a decision, but it takes me a while to get there because I don't know how many times I've made a sudden decision and ended up regretting it later. So, yeah, I think I found a, um, a small tablet that I want to get. It's an 8-inch or 8.7-inch, let's put it that way. And I think it's a Samsung. Yeah. And it is upgradable to, I think they said it's upgradable to a 2 terabytes of memory, which should be good, especially for me. And what else? Thought I had some more R's here, but I don't see any. I see B's. Up there's some R's. And it's like 100 and it's roughly with a warranty, an extended warranty. It's like $180, or in the around that amount. And I'm gonna try to see if I can get it this next month. It all depends on if I've got anything else extra going out, because I don't know. Half the time I don't know when they're sending my insulin to me or not, And every time they do, that's well over $100. Just the insulin. That's not including the needles. That's just the insulin. And so I can't complain too much because some people are paying a lot more than that. But because I'm on Medicare, all right, my insulin is not as expensive as some people's. Alrighty, I think we got all the R's. I think. Looks like it. Okay. And and I don't know if they're going to be sending me any insulin this month or it might be next month. I'm not sure. But I don't want to cut myself short either, so. So I'm just kind of trying to hang on to what I got until after the doctor's appointment, and then we'll see what happens. Because unfortunately, they caught me by surprise the last time and ended up having to borrow $120 or whatever from my daughter. All right, and then had to pay her back when I got paid again. Because they sent the insulin without, and I had no warning. I didn't know they were going to send it. So I don't want to go through that again. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to hold on what I have, and until I get till next month, and then we'll work from there. Yeah, but it's the trials and errors of being on Medicare and Social Security. You have to watch everything you spend and everything you do. That sounds like Melissa coming in. She's early. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. And y'all have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. And I'm going to finish this up tonight and maybe even start over into the next one. But that's what we've done so far. We did a pretty good amount. Didn't want to do a lot, but we did a little bit. There, see? And we've probably been on here close to an hour, maybe. But anyhow, so you have a blessed night, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.